Rome, the eternal city. Its ancient stones have watched empires rise and fall, and its streets are alive with the music of everyday life, echoing laughter, ringing bells, and the scent of freshly baked bread drifting from small cafes. Into this city, one summer evening, arrives a young woman who carries the weight of an entire nation on her shoulders. She is a princess adored by her people, bound by duty, and trapped by rules that dictate every moment of her day. She longs for something else: freedom, adventure, and the joy of living like an ordinary person. This is the story of a single day, an extraordinary day, when a princess escaped her palace and found herself in the arms of Rome, in the company of a stranger who would change her life forever. A night of restlessness. It is late in the evening at the embassy. The princess has just completed another endless day of official duties, handshakes, speeches, smiling for cameras. She sits in her lavish bedroom surrounded by silk curtains and gold-framed mirrors, but her spirit feels caged. Every minute is planned for her, every word she speaks is watched. Every step she takes is measured. Her lady-in-waiting fusses over her schedule for tomorrow, reading out a list that sounds more like a prison sentence: breakfast with the council, ribbon cutting at the trade fair, press meeting at noon, dinner with diplomats. The princess's eyes glaze over. She tries to listen, but her mind drifts to the sounds of music coming from the streets outside. She wants to walk there. She wants to taste food from a street vendor, ride in a bus, sit by the river with her feet dangling over the edge. Suddenly, she feels dizzy. The doctor is called and he prescribes a mild sedative to calm her nerves. But instead of sinking into peaceful sleep, she slips out of bed, throws a shawl over her shoulders, and slips through the palace gates into the warm Roman night. An unlikely meeting. The city is alive, with people strolling under lamplight. The princess, now just a young woman in an ordinary dress, wanders aimlessly. She is exhausted, and eventually she sits down on the edge of a fountain, resting her head against her arm. Her eyelids grow heavy until she drifts into a deep sleep. This is where Joe Bradley, an American journalist, finds her. Joe is on his way home after a long day at the newspaper. He notices the young woman slumped on the bench, her posture graceful yet tired. Concerned, he approaches. Joe: "Hey miss, are you okay?" The princess: "Groggy, I'm fine. Just a little tired." Her speech is slow from the sedative, and Joe assumes she's drunk. Feeling responsible, he helps her up and, with no idea who she really is, leads her to his modest apartment nearby. She falls asleep instantly on his couch, while he makes up the bed for her. The morning's surprise the next morning. Joe oversleeps and rushes to the newspaper office, arriving late. His editor is furious, telling him he missed the princess's scheduled press conference canceled because she had fallen ill. Then Joe sees a photo in the morning paper and freezes. The face in the photo is the same as the girl sleeping in his apartment. He realizes the truth. He's harboring the princess herself. Instead of alerting the authorities, Joe smells opportunity. This could be the story of the year-on exclusive look at the princess's private life. He calls his photographer friend, Irving, and tells him to follow them discreetly with his camera. A day of freedom. Joe returns home to find the princess awake, dressed and eager to explore. She introduces herself as Anya and claims she has run away from school. Joe hides his smirk and offers to be her guide for the day. Their first stop is a bustling marketplace. Anya marvels at the stalls of fresh fruit, handmade jewelry, and leather sandals. She buys a pair of simple flat shoes and laughs at the vendor's jokes. For the first time, she pays for something herself, the coins warm in her hand. Next, they pass a small barber shop. Without hesitation, Anya steps inside and asks for her long hair to be cut short. The barber hesitates, but Joe encourages him. As her locks fall to the floor, she smiles at her reflection. Looks freer, younger, more like herself. The Vespa adventure. Joe suggests a tour of the city on a Vespa scooter. They weave through narrow alleys, race past the Colosseum, and nearly topple over when Anya takes the handlebars for a laugh. People shout and wave. A policeman chases them briefly, but Joe charms their way out of trouble. Yanya's laughter echoes down the streets. pure, unrestrained joy. She feels the wind in her hair and the sun on her face. And for a moment, she forgets she is a princess. By the Tiber River later, they walk along the Tiber River where children are feeding pigeons. Joe buys them ice cream. Anya tells him how she has always dreamed of being anonymous, making mistakes without the whole world watching. Joe listens, but doesn't reveal that he already knows who she is. Inside, he feels a strange conflict. The story could make him rich, but the girl before him is no longer just a subject. She's become a friend. Perhaps something more. The dance and the trouble in the evening, they visit a street fair, full of music and dancing. Joe and Anya join the crowd, their hands finding each other naturally. But the magical moment is interrupted when royal security guards spot her. A brief scuffle breaks out. Anya helps Joe escape by hitting one of the guards. With a guitar, they run away, breathless and laughing. The goodbye, finally, the fun must end. Outside the embassy gates, Anya's face grows serious. Anya, I don't know how to thank you for everything. Joe, just remember this day. That's enough for me. They share a long, silent gaze. Neither speaks of love, but it lingers in the air between them. She steps inside, and the gates close behind her. The press conference the next day. The princess resumes her royal duties. At the official press conference, Joe is in the front row. Their eyes meet, but they speak formally. When asked which city she enjoyed most, she replies softly, Rome, by all means Rome. Joe chooses not to publish the story. He walks away slowly, carrying the memory of a day when a princess was just a girl and a reporter was just a man. And Rome was theirs. Asterisk Roman holiday is not about a love that lasts forever. It's about a love that lasts a lifetime in memory. It's about the sweetness of freedom, the courage to live even for one day without fear, the bittersweet truth that some of the most beautiful moments are fleeting. In the heart of Rome, two people from different worlds met, shared a day of laughter and discovery, and then returned to their separate lives forever changed. Asterisk, thanks for watching. If you really like the story, please do like, share, subscribe, comment on my channel World Stories. See you in the next video.